Imagine this. A couple arrives in a frozen, unfamiliar town. Snow covers every surface. The streets are empty. The hotel is cavernous and eerily quiet. They came for something simple, a child to call their own. But the longer they stay, the more this place begins to unravel them. Not just the town, not just the adoption, each other, themselves. Everything they thought they knew about their marriage, their life, their very reality, dissolving slowly in the cold. That is the world Martin Scorsese is building right now. And the two people standing in that snow are Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence. This is not a rumor. This is not a fan dream. As of February 24th, 2026, principal photography on Scorsese's next film, What Happens at Night, is officially underway in Prague, Czech Republic. And the film world has not stopped talking since. To understand why this project carries the weight it does, you have to go back to where it began. In April 2023, it was announced that Martin Scorsese would produce a film adaptation of What Happens at Night, a 2020 Gothic novel by Peter Cameron. The screenplay was to be written by Patrick Marber, the acclaimed British playwright and writer behind Closer and Notes on a Scandal. At that stage, Scorsese was attached only as producer. But the script, once finished, changed everything. By September 2025, Deadline Hollywood confirmed that Scorsese had upgraded to director, and that Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence had signed on to star. The project they had all quietly been working toward, behind closed doors, for the better part of 2 years, was finally moving forward. Here is the news. What Happens at Night is now in active production. Cameras are rolling in Prague. The first official image, released jointly by DiCaprio and Scorsese on social media in late March 2026, shows the two leads walking hand in hand through a stark, wintry landscape. DiCaprio with a mustache and glasses, Lawrence beside him in a muted winter coat. The image is composed with the precision you would expect from a Scorsese production. Haunting, controlled, and immediately atmospheric. The story follows a married American couple, played by DiCaprio and Lawrence, who travel to a small, snowy European town, hoping to adopt a baby. They check into a largely deserted hotel, where they encounter a deeply unusual cast of characters. A flamboyant chanteuse, a depraved businessman, and a charismatic faith healer. Nothing in this world is what it appears to be. And as the couple fights to bring their child home, they find themselves questioning not just the town around them, but each other and the life they have built together. The official synopsis describes it as a world where the more the couple struggles, the less they seem to know about themselves. The supporting cast elevates this project further still. Mads Mikkelsen joins as brother Emmanuel, the enigmatic faith healer at the center of the story, marking his first ever collaboration with Scorsese. Patricia Clarkson, who previously appeared in Scorsese's Shutter Island, is also on board. And Jared Harris, known widely for his work on Chernobyl and The Crown, completes the ensemble. The film is shot by cinematographer Rodrigo Prieto and edited by the legendary Thelma Schoonmaker. It is worth noting that Scorsese has not made a psychological horror film since Shutter Island in 2010. This film marks his return to that register, but filtered through something more intimate. No official release date has been set. Production is expected to run through 2026, with filming wrapping in New York City later in the year. Given Scorsese's documented post-production timelines, Killers of the Flower Moon required nearly 2 years of editing alone. A 2027 release window is considered most likely by industry analysts. Apple Original Films is distributing, with Studio Canal backing European release, mirroring the structure used for Killers of the Flower Moon with Paramount. What we are watching unfold in Prague right now is the 7th collaboration between Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio, and the first time Scorsese has ever directed Jennifer Lawrence. That alone would make this one of the most anticipated productions in years. But add the source material, the Gothic tone, the Vertigo reference, the ensemble, and the director who has spent 6 decades redefining American cinema, and What Happens at Night becomes something beyond anticipation. it becomes an event. If you want to be the first to know everything about this film as it develops, every cast update, every production detail, every release announcement, subscribe right now and turn on notifications. We are watching this one very closely, and you should be too.